All right, if you'd like to know how Postcard Networker works, the next few minutes are going to be Joel Broughton, who's the CEO of Postcard Networker. He's rolling out the whole system for you so you can kind of see in really simple step-by-step terms how this whole thing works. So enjoy it.
All right, welcome again, everybody, to our Saturday morning breakfast call for Saturday, February 9, 2019 for Postcard Networker. My name is Joel Broughton, here with my beautiful wife and business partner, Kristen. And let's get right into it. I apologize for taking a week off. I guess everybody needs a week off every once in a while. I think that's probably only the second Saturday morning breakfast call that we've postponed or taken off in, I want to say, 3 years. So we're doing pretty good. Anyway, let's get right into it. Today, I just want to talk to you specifically about how Postcard Networker works. I'm just going to go through, just kind of a little bit of a review for those of you that have been with us for a while. And I want you to kind of think about this. If you've been with us for a while, I want you to think about this versus doing anything else, like versus, cold calling people or versus doing in-home meetings or, using different systems and different companies and different businesses and things like that. Because at the end of the day, the grass kind of looks greener on the other side until you get there most of the time. Everybody can talk you out of a business, but can they really talk you into making money and having success? And that's really kind of the big difference between us and a lot of other marketing systems and a lot of other businesses, is that we tend to have a really solid foundation in terms of how our system works, how our business works, and kind of the process that we've put together to make it work. So if you're ever going to compare us to another business, if you're ever going to compare this opportunity or this business, or if you've got a prospect that's comparing us to different things, you need to know the basics in terms of how Postcard Networker works. And why it works so well, why it's so different than the majority of other network marketing opportunities, the majority of other mail order systems and things like that, okay? So obviously the first thing we do is just mail postcards, okay? And you'll see why I put this here, to get the process started when we get to the bottom. But, the simple activity of mailing postcards is something that everybody can do. Okay, that's just the bottom line. And, there's a lot of different ways we can do prospecting or ways we can do sifting and sorting leads. Mailing postcards is just our simple way of prospecting, okay, or sorting through, trying to find the good leads and getting rid of the leads that aren't as good, right, or that aren't interested in what we're doing. You've got to do this in some fashion or another, all right? You've got to prospect or sort through your leads and pre-qualify people some way. I just find that sending postcards is the easiest way, okay, bar none. I mean, it literally takes me probably 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how fast I'm going, to put stamps on 100 postcards, okay, literally 2 to 5 minutes. So I can actually prospect 100 people in about 5 minutes, all right, and drop them in the mail. You can't stuff envelopes that fast. You can't cold call that quickly. You can't talk to 100 friends and family to find, the one that might be interested in your business that quickly. You can't hand out business cards at the mall that quickly. Like, you literally can't, prospect any other way as quickly as you can with postcards. Now, obviously, the percentages of responses sometimes aren't always what we want. We might get a couple percent, of people. So 2 out of 100 or 3 out of 100 or 1 out of 100 or 5 out of 100 that respond. But the activity is so simple that everybody can do it. So the barrier to entry is 0. Like literally everybody can do this. And if we get enough people doing it, then you've got 100 prospects coming in, 200 prospects, 500 prospects, 1,000 prospects coming into your business every day, checking it out, looking at it, viewing it, and that makes a really, really big difference as you're building your business. So the first activity that the member does really is they just sign up for $1, okay? Now, we could make this free, Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people have asked me, Joel, years ago you used to make signups free. Doesn't that work better? Well, it doesn't necessarily work better. It gets you more people, but it doesn't necessarily work better. Okay. And part of the reason why we just ask people to send us $1 is because it'll actually take some of the people out of the process early on. Okay. And the question I get to that sometimes is, well, Joel, do we really want to pre-qualify out people? Like, do we really want to get rid of people that early? And the answer is, yeah, I probably do, because at the end of the day, if somebody's not willing to spend $1 to join a business or to get started or to get information, okay, if they're not willing to mail me $1, or if they're not willing to give us a credit card for $1 on our website, we probably don't want to try to chase them for $100 or $200 or $500, okay? Because the chances of somebody giving you $300 when they're not willing to spend $1 for information is significantly lower, okay? It's possible they will. It's absolutely possible. I mean, you might get people who wouldn't want to send $1 for information, but if you talk them into joining your business, yeah, they might spend $200 to join, okay, or $100 to join, or $50 or whatever. But the chances are, most people that won't spend $1 for information probably won't spend $200 or $100 to join your business, okay, most of the time. The odds stack more in my favor when I'm asking for $1, $2, $5, $10 up front for somebody, that those people are more likely, okay, and it's just percentages, it's just making your life easier and your job easier. It's more likely that those are the people that are going to be willing to spend more money with you, okay, and become buyers. So all we're doing at this stage is just identifying buyers, identifying people who are willing to pull out their credit card or pull out some cash and send it to us, okay? We don't need them to be superstar network marketers. We don't need them to be superstar internet marketers. We don't need them to have any experience. Our only qualification is, do you have $1 and are you willing to send it to me? Okay? Because the key is, like, if they trust us enough to send us money, right, and become a buyer of ours, then there's a good chance that we're going to be able to move them into becoming a business partner of ours. We're going to be able to move them into a higher sale, into working with us, into building a business with us, okay? There are people, now most of you guys don't see these letters and stuff that we get, okay? But there are people that will actually literally write a letter to me, okay? Send the postcard back, write a letter, stamp it, so they're spending 51 cents on a stamp. They're spending money on an envelope, probably 10 cents, okay, or 15 cents, whatever an envelope costs, 5 cents. Okay, so they're spending money on an envelope, spending money on a stamp. They take their time, which, what's your time worth, right? To write an entire letter, send back the postcard with no dollar. Right? They don't send the $1. They just send a big long letter about how, they really want the information and they're really interested, and, other businesses never work for them, but hopefully this does, but can I give them more information before they send any money? Unfortunately, those ones just go in the trash. Like, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time with somebody who literally spends more than $1, probably at least $1 in a stamp and an envelope and a piece of paper and their time and whatever, to just send us a letter saying they don't want to pay the $1, but can they still get the information? Like, how crazy is that? It's kind of silly. And then sometimes we'll get letters from people saying, well, I sent you a letter before asking for information. I don't want to pay the $1. Can I get the information? Well, just send $1 bill, like literally, it's only $1. You spent $1 on a McDonald's cheeseburger yesterday, right? So we really need people who are in the right mindset. It's not about the cash. Like, it's not about the $1. Okay, if you haven't figured that out. It's about the act of pulling out their credit card or pulling out some cash and mailing it to us. That's the key. It's not about whether or not they're going to respond to our offer. It's whether or not they're willing to actually send us money. Okay? And that's a hugely different thing. There's a lot of people in this industry that are willing to respond to your offer, give you their email address, phone you, okay, mail you back a letter requesting free information. There's tons of those people who will never spend money with you because they don't believe in spending money with you. Okay, they don't believe they should have to pay for a business. Well, what good is having them on your list anyway? What good is wasting your time talking to them or calling them back or spending any time with them? Okay, it's zero. Like, it's just a huge waste of time. And we could ask for more. We could ask for $2, $5, $10, $20. I mean, the less we ask for, the more people we get. But I don't need them to send me cash or money. Like, I'm not getting rich off the $1, right? The whole point is just so that they have it in their mind that they've paid for information and that's okay, right? They just need to know that it's okay to pay for information, right? To send us money, they trust us enough to send us some money, okay, or send us their credit card, okay? And that's the whole key to this dollar, okay? Again, you can do it another way, but you're going to end up with a whole bunch of prospects that aren't ever willing to spend money ever, okay? And we don't want that. At this point, they get access online. So if they go online and give us their credit card for $1, they get access to all the information online. They get their website set up. They get their system set up. Or if they sent us $1 through the mail, they get their package in the mail. Okay. Now, there's kind of two different, ways that people can get information from us in terms of getting it either through the mail or online. And they get a couple of different offers. Okay. They all end up in the same spot. Okay. Everybody ends up in the same spot in the end. And I've been asked why we offer people through the mail something different than what we offer them online immediately. Why don't we offer them the same thing? Well, when we offer them, I mean, the purpose, here's the bottom line. The purpose of the whole system is to get people into our sphere of influence and into our long-term residual income business, right? Into buying, products and services from us, okay, that you get paid on. So when we go through the mail, we still have to sell them a little bit more, okay, because they've only spent $1 with us. We have to get them a little bit more information. We've got to get them excited about the system, about the marketing system and all that. So we sell them the dealer package for $99, okay, through the mail. $50 goes to the sponsor, okay, to you as a commission, and $49 comes to our company just to fulfill the package. Okay, and we don't make any money off of that package. The 100% of the commission basically is going to you. The $50, that's all the profit or the commission, right? That's going 100% to you. The $49 literally pays for the leads, the postcards, the printing for the material that goes in there, the book that goes in there. We send them some samples of products that go in there, and then the shipping to get it to them. Okay, that's pretty, I mean, there might be $2 left over, or 50 cents, or I haven't even worked it out, but it's pretty close to break even for us on those dealer packages. And the only reason why I don't mind doing that is because I'm not necessarily interested in selling dealer packages and making tons of money myself. Okay, I'll let you make all the money on the dealer packages, right? You get 100% of the commission, you get the $50, okay? I'm more interested in the long-term residual from the company anyway, okay, from the nutritional products, from the ongoing sales. Okay, so through the mail, we sell them a dealer package first because we're still kind of gaining their trust. It's a long-distance relationship. We can't do a lot of a sales pitch because, it's just words on a piece of paper. Okay, but by the time they get the dealer package, they've sent us $1, then they've sent us $99, and now they really probably trust us. They're excited. They're getting some real value for their money. Okay, they're getting the postcards. They're getting a full book explaining the system and the business. They're getting to know me a little more through my book. They're also getting some samples of products. They're getting order forms for the whole system. So they kind of at this point really understand the whole system. And that's when we offer them the network marketing company. We offer them more postcards to buy to build their business, and so on. Okay, and that's the process through the mail. Now, when they get access online, we just kind of skip the dealer package offer. Okay, so when they pay the $1, they get access online. We immediately offer them the network marketing company and postcards and stuff like that to purchase. Okay, because we can show them videos, okay, explaining the system. We can do more of a sales pitch. They've got access online to all of the training, to the Saturday morning breakfast calls, to everything that we have to offer. So we just skip that $99 dealer package because I feel like we don't necessarily need it in between. Okay, the goal is to get them into the long-term residual income business anyway, right? So why not offer that to them right away? You start getting paid on it immediately, okay, and you get more people into your business immediately. All right, they can still get postcards, they can still get the affiliate program, they can still get everything they need to build a successful business, but we're gonna just jump and offer them that right away. Okay, so the flow of the business, if you look at it so far, really is prospecting and sifting and sorting, qualifying, right, pre-qualifying everybody that's willing to spend money with us. All right, giving them access to some videos or another pitch. Okay, and through the mail, gaining their trust, right, through the information and by delivering what we promised to deliver, and then offering them the opportunity to join the network marketing company. Now, if you look at this versus the way a lot of people build their businesses, most people just send a postcard and offer the MLM. That's it. It's like the postcard pitches the MLM, or you call people and you're like, hey, do you want to join my network marketing company? Here's the information, come join. Okay. Now, I agree that if you were to cold call people and offer them your MLM, the process would be shorter. Okay. It would actually be shorter. You could get people into your MLM faster. But you've got to cold call people. You got to be willing to do that, right? It's a lot harder. Okay, so the process is shorter, but it's a lot harder. The average person won't duplicate it. The average person won't cold call people. They'll refuse. Okay, I remember when I first started having a lot of success cold calling, I signed up about 70 people into the network marketing company I was with at the time. Out of the 70 people, 0 people signed up other people. I signed up 70. Everyone else, the 70 people, they signed up 0. Because we were cold calling. We were saying, okay, you can get some leads. Most people didn't even want the leads to call them. They're like, I don't really want to do that. Is there anything else I can do? And it's like, no, that's what we're doing. Okay, don't worry about it. So I would keep signing up more and more and more and more, and nobody wanted to engage. Well, with postcards, almost everybody engages. I would say we've got an engagement of about 100%, maybe a little bit less for people that really don't want to spend the money buying the postcards, but almost every single person that joins, by the time they're through this process, they're engaging in mailing postcards. Okay? Almost all of them. Because the activity is so easy. Okay? You buy postcards, you mail postcards. You buy postcards, you mail postcards. People will do it. All right? Cold calling, I used to get a close to 0% rate of people that would be willing to do it with me. Postcards, we're close to 100% of people willing to do it with us. Okay? That's the difference, right? So, yeah, you can get people into your network marketing company quicker if you cold call them, but you got to give them something to do. If you're good at cold calling, fine, you cold call them, but then let them send postcards. Because the majority of people aren't going to cold call. Okay? Same thing with your warm market. I mean, if you're willing to do it, you can build your business faster than mailing postcards. Great. But how many of your warm market are willing to go to their warm market? And how many of those are willing to go to their warm market? I mean, it tends to tap out fairly quickly. Okay? But those people might be willing to send postcards because most people are. It's such a simple activity, right? Like if you actually physically think about it, the leads are on there already. The postcards are printed. All you got to do is buy some stamps, throw them on, and mail them, right? Everybody does that. Everybody will do that, okay? And that's why we come back to, listen, it's not the best way to build your business, but it kind of is because everybody will do it, right? Like we can get everybody doing it. It's not the best percentages. It's not the best sign-up rates, but everybody will do it, so we actually get more volume of people joining. We get more volume of people advertising. We end up with a bigger business in the end, period, okay, as long as you stick with it. So once they join the MLM, of course, they buy postcards every month, send the postcards every month, right? Mail the postcards, buy the postcards, mail the postcards, buy the postcards, mail the postcards, right? And over and over and over again. And then this process just goes back to starting back at the beginning, right? And it becomes circular now, okay? If you kind of analyze this industry, if you look at the big picture, I mean, I've been in this industry now for 15 years, right? 16 years, something like that. I can't even remember anymore. Since 1999 and then 2004, I was full-time. So about 15 years full-time, making a full-time living, very good living, all my bills paid for, nice house, nice cars, vacations, all the kind of things everybody wants, right? For 15 years. So if you look at the big picture of what's going on in network marketing and who's having success and who's not, and who can continue to have success and who isn't, there's a lot of people that can build businesses really fast, okay, and they'll get everyone excited. But the moment they ask people to do cold calling or in-home meetings or something like that, it makes it so difficult for the average person. And the business momentum at some point slows right down to a grinding halt. It'll grow when it's new and exciting, right? But the moment that it kind of hits that point where people start to slow down, the entire house of cards falls. But it never will fall for us. It never will for a direct mail system, for a postcard system. It'll never completely collapse, okay? Few people will join, few people will quit, few people will join, few people will quit, more people will join, more people will join, more people will join. We will always just continue growing, okay? And I've proven that over the last 3 years. We just keep going. We just keep growing. We just keep building because we always have new people coming on board. And 100% of our people can have success because they can mail postcards too. They can get leads through the postcards. They can get signups through the postcards, right? They can get signups through the system, okay? It's not dependent on a skill set. It's just dependent on whether or not you're willing to be consistent. I had a question asked just a minute ago, if I'm buying 200 postcards a month, should I mail 50 a week or should I just mail them all at once? It's really just up to you. It's not going to make a difference in your response. I just throw them all in the mail at once if you're able to. If you need to spread out the cost of your postcard stamps, then mail 50 a week, okay? Or mail 100 twice a month. It won't really make a difference in terms of when people are responding, because you got to remember that everybody on there is different. And you don't know who they are, where they are, if they're traveling, if they're looking for a business this moment, or if it's next week. Like, you don't know their timing. So just get them in the mail as soon as you can. As soon as you get them, as soon as you can, whether it be 50 a week or whether it be 200 a month, and you'll have success. See, the thing is, and I'm going to leave you with this thought today. A little bit of a short call today, but I really only have one big thing I wanted to get across to you, and that's this. The system works. Mail order works. Okay? Direct mail works. We are pre-qualifying everybody automatically for you. We're signing up people automatically for you, okay, through the system. But you've got to be consistent. You've got to be willing to go the distance. You can't just send postcards for 1 month and say, oh, this is stupid, it doesn't work because I'm not super rich, right? I've got a few leads, I got one person interested, but I didn't sign anybody up yet, it doesn't work. No, that's not the way postcard marketing works. It builds upon itself. It takes time. Okay, if you want something to work fast, go call your brother and get him to join. Okay, get a list of 100 people and hammer the phone for a day or two. You'll get somebody in. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of negativity. It's a lot of rejection. Not a lot of people are going to want to do it with you. Okay. But mailing postcards consistently every single month, once you hit like 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, you won't be able to slow down the business. Like, you'll get to a point where you could literally stop mailing the postcards yourself if you wanted to, and your team won't stop. They'll keep mailing month after month after month, and it'll sustain itself. But you just got to get big enough. Like, you'll get to the point where you get big enough and your team sustains itself, whether you do anything or not. And that's the whole point. If I were to stop mailing postcards today, me personally, Joel Broughton, if I were to stop mailing postcards, and I'm not going to, but if I were to stop, the business would still keep growing. Postcard Networker would still keep growing every single month because there's so many people in it mailing postcards, which find new people, which find more people, which grow the business, right? Does that make sense to you guys? So when you're first starting out, it's kind of frustrating because you're the only one doing it. But as you do it more and more consistently, as your volume increases, as you send more, and as time passes, you'll start to collect more and more people doing it with you. And that's where it gets really exciting. Okay, that's where the leverage comes in. That's where the profitability really starts to crank up. That's where you start getting more people joining. And that's where every single week you start getting people in your business joining. You start getting more emails and you get more excited. But your activity can stay the same. You can still just mail your couple hundred postcards a month, 200, 400, 1,000, whatever you're mailing. Just keep mailing them every month and keep growing the business. Okay, so that's it for this weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody. I wish you all the best. If you have any new members that are confused, that are not sure, please just send them the recording of today's call. Okay, we record them, we post them in our back office as well as on YouTube. So please just send them a recording of this call explaining the system to them so that they can understand, you know, how simple this is and why it works and you know, the alternatives and stuff like that. That's why we do some of these training calls too, is not, you know, maybe you understand the system, but your new person needs to hear this. Okay, so send this to all your new people and get this out so that they understand how Postcard Networker works. So have a great weekend, everybody. I wish you all the best, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. Please subscribe here by clicking on the Best Biz logo, or pick out the video you'd like to watch next. And be sure to join us at thepostcardbiz.com. That's thepostcardbiz.com.